With the first season of The Penguin airing, many fans are wondering if there will be a second season of the DC spin-off. The Penguin is part of the DC live-action universe, focusing on the rise of the well-known Batman villain Oswald Cobblepot in Gotham's dangerous underworld. Cobblepot, who first appeared in 2022's The Batman, further explores the character in Matt Reeves' Batman universe, maintaining the dark tones set in The Batman. The Penguin delivers a criminal portrayal of the iconic villain, Colin Farrell's Cobblepot, which is different from previous versions like Danny DeVito's portrayal in 1992's Batman Returns, showing him as a cunning mob boss. While there is no confirmation for a second season yet, Cobblepot's significant role in Gotham leaves room for possibility, as long as he doesn't die in The Batman Part 2. At this point, there has been no official confirmation for a second season of The Penguin. This is not surprising, as there was also a delay before confirming the sequel to The Batman. It's likely that we won't hear about the second season until sometime after the final episode of Season 1, which is set to air on November 10th, 2024. Episodes of The Penguin will be available to stream on Max, with a weekly release schedule. The chances of a second season might depend on the success of Season 1. However, since it's a limited series with only 8 episodes, it may have been created mainly to support the main Batman films. Farrell is set to return as Cobblepot in The Batman Part 2, meaning his character's journey will continue in the movie series. In a recent interview, Farrell's comments hinted that Season 2 might not be likely. He mentioned that while he enjoyed the experience, it was exhausting due to the heavy use of prosthetics. Farrell shared that by the end of the shoot, he was ready to be done with it, though he was still honored to take part in the project. Following in the footsteps of previous Penguin actors, like Burgess Meredith and Danny DeVito, the characters returning for a second season will depend on who survives by the end of Season 1. Cobblepot is expected to come back, but with the violent nature of Gotham's underworld, no character is safe. While Batman does not appear in Season 1, it's possible that if the Penguin continues, we might see Batman or other key characters from the movies making appearances. Some of the actors might return if there is a second season, especially those playing major villains or key characters from the Batman universe. If Cobblepot takes control of Gotham's underworld, it could lead to conflict with more heroic characters like Batman. If Season 2 happens, it will likely focus on Cobblepot's rise to power. Since Matt Reeves and the writers have created their own version of the Batman story, it's hard to predict exactly what the second season storyline would be. However, with Cobblepot set to appear in The Batman Part 2, the events of that film could impact what happens next in the series. Though Cobblepot is a major Batman villain, he isn't the most dangerous. That title often goes to characters like the Joker, who briefly appeared in The Batman. If the Joker continues to play a role, he could cause chaos, forcing Cobblepot to defend his criminal empire. At this point, nothing is certain about The Penguin Season 2, and its story will depend heavily on what happens in The Batman Part 2 and how Season 1 is received.